Hey guys, it's John again, and I'm posting another video, and I'm discussing the Antichrist and their unnaturalness and how they deceive people and what their plan is, how they plan to fool people and how they're trying to trick people using the television and the media to by presenting all these false images and information to trick people into giving over their freedom and presenting, they use the ideas of patriotism to sell you this idea of freedom, but in their mind, it's not about freedom at all. What they're planning on doing is they're trying to bring using the television and this machine and technology to fool you into thinking that you are following into freedom. It's a false flag for freedom, basically. And all the time, I lived in this country, and the U.S., and I grew up and pledged allegiance in the country and equal rights and justice and all that. And when my rights were violated, it really showed to me that really all this stuff was an illusion. The government, they don't really care about individual rights and liberties and all that stuff. And the second you really stand up for yourself and start, saying what your rights are, they get very angry. They'll try to shut you down and shut you up so that you don't speak and intimidate you. Okay, like a bunch of bullies. Like ooh, 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 ooh. It's really. If I hadn't gone through it, then I wouldn't have known exactly the tactics that they're using. Okay, and I had 3 older brothers, and it's very much like it's the same type of like the bullying, the tactics. And this is what they do to try to intimidate you from speaking, from thinking, from objecting to whatever they're presenting, which is this false, just everything is just false and phony, okay? Every little thing. And really, they call you, it's funny, it's a conspiracy, really. What they'll do is they'll call you a conspiracy theorist if you question whatever they're trying to present to you is real. See, when the dark side is about presenting false images and a falsity and getting you to accept it. The minute that you reject what they're saying or presenting to you, which is an illusion, it's a total false farce charade, then you become their enemy because you don't agree with them. You're not buying into their lie, right? So this is what's going on in the world, and it's pretty easy to see, okay? And I guess the goal or objective is to turn man into a machine, turn something natural, what God made, okay, and then have you tricked into becoming like a machine that just follows along blindly and listens to whatever they say. And that's not freedom, and that's not what any real person wants, okay? But there's many people that still just follow along, and they're followers, okay? They can't really think for themselves. It seems as if they need somebody else to think for them. And it may be that this is part of what the destiny for mankind has been decreed by God and the rest of the gods as well, is that people will have to choose between freedom and false freedom. And this is what we're seeing today. And certainly when it comes down to, people talk about Mark of the Beast and all this stuff, and Man to Machine, and you get to Terminator and all these other movies and stuff. But the reality is that this is really what's being thrust upon us. And unless people stand up and fight, they're going to be completely enslaved and totally tricked into being subordinates, and that's what these socialist and communist states are. They're selling it to you, and people are walking like as if it's freedom and it's going to make them free. It's not, and they're never going to be free. And these people, they're weak for believing this charade of lies. Now they need it. Maybe they'll all band together. Oh yes, we're so free now. Look, but the joke's on them, and it's really they're not going to be able to get out of the trap that they're being set into. Okay, so conscious people out there, you need to use your head and wake up. God gave you your own brain and your own heart to think for yourself and to be your own individual, not to be some cookie cutter, what follow along. Everybody's the same type. Oh, we all got to be the same, and we're all one, and all this bull crap. Okay, and really, most of these people they're separatists, and a lot of people walk around. Oh, and they're giving the peace sign and blah blah blah, and that's all. It's like a code sign for being a separatist, If we look at the universe, everything in the universe is one. We are all part of one, part of God consciousness in the universe. There is no separation. All of that is an illusion, and they've created this facade to make you believe that somehow, we're divided, and you have to go this way or that way, but it's all an illusion, okay? Because everything is one, okay? And they want to break off, let them break off, and let them go where they need to go, and be done with them, okay? So I'm just going to say this, and I've said what I had to say, and I've been thinking about all this stuff for quite some time, but I've, finally just, formulated it into quick words to put it out there, okay? And I that's really all I can say, all right? So everyone hang in there, hallelujah, and until the next one, we'll speak again.